Greg's our last speaker, folks. So.
Good. Alright, my name is Greg, and the topic I chose is the right to carry law. The right to carry law background on it is, it was started in 1987, and it basically states that it grants the right for any oneself to carry a concealed firearm on self for the purpose of self-defense. A big factor for this 1987 law is the police officers it's not their job to protect you. So in a court hearing, Warren versus District of Columbia, the court ruled that official police personnel and the government employing them are not liable victims of criminal crimes. And in the court hearing right after that, of Bowers versus DeVito, the court ruled that there is no constitutional right for the protection by the state against being murdered by criminals or men. So this leads me to my main claim that the right to carry law imposed in most states does increase the number of survivors of violent crimes and reduces the number of attempts of violent crimes. I have 3 points that state this main claim. First, the states that carry the law have seen a decrease in violent crimes. Next, the right to carry state law restricts the sales of guns. And finally, people that exercise this law are more likely to survive violent crime. So first, states with right to carry law have seen a decrease in violent crimes. Every year, a national crimes rate increases, but the states that have the right to carry law, it decreases. I have 2 statistics, one on a state level and one on a national level. Michigan adopted the right to carry law in 1995. According to the National U.S. Disaster Center, crimes had dropped 1994 to 1995 after they adopted the law, 6% in robberies and 3% in violent crimes, and continue to drop after a steady increase up to that point. And on a national level, the FBI crime statistics states that, on average, the states with this law show a 7% decrease in aggravated assault and a 5% decrease in violent crimes. Next, the right to carry law restricts sales of guns to people it feels qualified to, and cuts down on criminals obtaining guns legally. Out of the all 40 states require some sort of shall issue law, meaning there's different requirements. 36 of them, according to the NRA, hold the main 3, which is a holding period, FBI background check, and some sort of gun safety class. Before you can even request your permit, you have to take a gun safety class. And that basically just shows you how to use the gun and how to properly load it, carry it, and how to also assess when you're in danger and when to use it, when to not. Then you can apply for the permit, and you have a holding period. And that holding period gives them the time to do an FBI background check on you, make sure you don't have any, make sure you're not a terrorist or any major crimes that you've done that will, that this permit will, help you keep doing that. And finally, the last point is people that exercise this law are more likely to survive a violent crime and are no more risk of having an accidental shooting. Crimes in these states are less likely to commit, criminals in these states of right to carry states are less likely to commit a crime in fear of being injured themselves. A study done by the Law Research of the University of Chicago has shown this and stated that when the states pass the right to carry law for concealed weapons, criminals respond to the possibility that their victims may be armed by committing more property crimes and fewer violent crimes against people. And finally, there has been no increase in additional shooting of innocent people since this law has been placed into effect. And that's shown by H. Sterling Burnett, who is a senior policy analysis at the National Center for Policy Analysis. And he just basically states that it's been consistent. The accidental shootings have been consistent every year before the law was imposed up until today. So I've shown you basically why this law works. you are responsible for your own well-being and safety. The police aren't. This law decreases the number of violent crimes. It decreases the number of people that can obtain a gun, and you are more likely to survive violent crime, and more likely to stop a robbery in its tracks, because there will be in fear of getting shot or harmed, and basically just not do it. Thank you.